the site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On second and 12, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now Mahomes. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Gray. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attack.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, they're looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander in the 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. I got you the football. Gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Finding space at the 40.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that
going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will have the Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, that's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back
It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board for a CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Call that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's his start, and then try to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it will be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They've got his man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Mahomes will try again on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On second down, it's Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.